I like that bait. Fish.
There we go.
All right, there you go, guys. Glendo representing. And you know, we talk about it all the time. You fish your confidence bait. I haven't been to Glendo in a year. And I got one of my favorite jerk baits out. And just like that, we are on the board, and he choked that thing.
Look at that bait.
Look at this, guys. I want to show this to the camera before I even get this out of here. I'm quite certain that that fish wanted that jerk bait, and it's also makes the argument as to why I always have my pliers in my pocket right here, because you're going to need them when they get like this. There you go, guys. That's a perfect Glendo walleye right off the bat. And we hadn't been here very long, and we'll get him put back and get going on some others, but that's how you get them going. That's how you get your day started anytime.
Nice fish, Chad.
Fish.
I got one too.
Now we got a double going on. That ain't good.
All right. I'm gonna quick unhook mine.
Okay. And then we'll deal with mine back here. He's throwing a grub that way. I'm throwing a jerkbait that way, and both of us get hooked up at the same time.
That might be a good one.
I don't think he is. I think he's just goofy the way he's hooked. No, he's a decent one. We'll take him. Okay, I'll back him up. You're good right there. I'll bring him around right here. We will take that one right there. Hold him tight so he doesn't roll around in the net. Get a hold of him. Nicely done. There we go, guys. So that will be a quick day we got going on. And I want to point out one thing. Let me get him unhooked and I'll point this out and we'll let you deal with that,
Gotcha.
Mr. Tyser, if you would. That's that second one on the cutter. And that one's a little smaller than what we want to eat right there, guys. But see those teeth right there? That's because he's a voracious predator, and the ability to jump on a jerkbait. I mean, hold that up here if you would. Look at it. Look how shiny the bottom of that bait is, guys. And you flip it over, such a shiny little bait. We're gonna go ahead and put that one back. But such a robust color you get right there with that chartreuse, and it's just a really good bite trigger. Grab your grub real quick, if you would, please, sir. I want to point out that this is the power grub that Holmes is throwing around. So, you know, you look at those two colors and you think, well, there's a common theme there. His is very methodical and he's just winding it in, and mine's extremely erratic and I'm jerking it like mad, and both of them are getting bites. Got him right there. That's a big one. I just felt him smack the crap out of that thing sitting still. If that's not a big one, I'll be surprised. No, I don't think he's that big, but dude, he smoked that thing sitting still. He might have got me down in the weeds. It might be a big one, dudes. I don't know. Either that or he's hooked goofy.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna be easy on him because we want to make sure we get a look at him here. He's going, I think it's a big fish, dude. And he just absolutely crushed that jerkbait. It was sitting dead still. Oh, that's a horse.
That's a good one.
Look at this one, guys. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Booyah, booyah, booyah.
Nice walleye.
Booyah, holy smoly. Dude, he just crushed that cutter. There is what a Glendo walleye is supposed to look like. Big shoulders on him. That's a tournament fish. That's the kind you want all day in a tournament. Dude, elbows right out the bat.
Nice.
How nice is that, guys? That's got to be a, what do you think?
It's a healthy one, I think.
That's got to be a 4-pounder.
I think so.
Nice, guys. And he smoked that cutter sitting dead still, guys. So how cool is that? This size we probably want to let go.
Beautiful fish, I think so.
Yeah.
Those ones are just so fun to watch swim back.
Yeah. Oh! Oh!
And that's how he's gonna go.
And with that,
That one was ready. He was ready to go
smooth.
back. That one heard you say that he's gonna go back.
He's like,
and
what?
He was going back.
He was so giddy, he jumped for it. Am I pulling weeds with him, or? Got him, there we go. All right, that one's in the cabbage too. See if I can get him out. Got him out, all right, there you go. This one's not as big, so.
You wanna swing him or you want the
No,
net?
yeah, no, I got this one. We don't need the net for this one, but he was back in the weeds back there. And so I wasn't really sure what's going on. But the interesting thing too about this jerkbait now is I've been bit on a few different retrieves too. So that tells me they're really tuned into the thing pretty good. And that's a wee little walleye for Glendo. That's a walleye light.
The last fish you caught maybe could eat that one.
I know, right? But the interesting thing is I'm making the same throw, guys, exact same throw. I'm just making a long downwind throw and working the bait back out of there. And I've been bit on the dead pause. I've been bit right in the middle of the jerk and everywhere in between. So considering we haven't been fishing very long, I'll take that all day. So he's throwing this flicker shad right here, and we're just talking about, because I'm working the Cutter 90 jerk bait. There's times when you can work that flicker shad almost just like a jerk bait. And the key to it is when you're jerking it, it wants to dive, but when you pause it like a jerk bait, it's gonna hang right there. But that flicker shad will back up and towards the fish and can be another excellent bite trigger. So just because the bait's designed as a crankbait or a trolling bait to be either wound or pulled behind your boat does not mean that's the only way to trigger bites with it. And being a little bit innovative as an angler can help you with that, for sure. Are you throwing on a braid? You are, yep. You got it on, looks like X9 on there?
Sure is.
Yeah, so X9 braid on that thing, so you're gonna feel it if it gets bit backing up. The braid will give you enough sensitivity that as that bait's drifting to the top, you'll still feel. Now, how long were you letting it sit?
Not real long yesterday.
Just a little short pause.
Yep.
There you go. Now, I haven't been here in a year. Now, you were here yesterday, so that's a good sign. But the key, like I said, with any of this stuff can be just mixing up all the different retrieves. I mean, walleyes are very notoriously difficult to trigger at times. So for me, a walleye bite comes down to what retrieve do I need out of whatever my bait is. You guys have seen a bunch of episodes where we snap jig, where we're snapping the bait up and letting it fall down on a jig head. Can be really good. Conversely, when we were here with you last time, you were just straight winding that grub like he goes against everything I know. To just point the rod down and wind the grub in, but it paid the bills. And so you really have to keep an open mind, I feel like, if you're gonna trigger walleyes in the middle of the daytime in June with artificial baits. A lot of the guys wanna go out and soak leeches or minnows, and I'll be the first to admit that's a fantastic way to catch loads of walleyes, but it ain't the only way. And it's, I don't have to worry about getting live bait, keeping live bait alive, getting my hands all stinky or my boat all dirty. I don't have night crawlers to deal with. And so conversely, I better be good at working different presentations because getting walleyes to trigger can be tricky this time of year.
That's true.
And we're in what, 65-degree water?
Yep. Yeah, no, it's definitely tough, and you'll go a long time without a bite, and you just always fall into, for me anyways, I just always fall into just slow winding it, and that's not always, like you say, the jerkbait's caught him here today, and it's really good to mix it up throughout the day, every few casts even.
Every few casts even, that's the thing, especially early in the morning. Even though I caught a couple of them right off the bat, I'm still gonna keep mixing it up because what you'll find out is you'll get pigeonholed into a certain retrieve that may or may not be the right one. Then you don't know if you're around fish or not. So if I mix up my retrieves when I know I'm around fish, I can kind of get a really good idea of what ones they really want for that morning.
And that's Glendo, I mean, they bring Glendo up and down like an elevator every fall. I mean, they'll drain it, and that's one of the reasons why it's such a great fishery.
That's right.
There's so much nutrients that get brought into the lake every time that happens.
Right. And in my home lake, Horseshoe Reservoir, is designed to fluctuate 60 to 70 vertical feet a year. Well, if you're a guy from back east that moved out west, and then I get that email, I'm not doing any good catching walleyes. Yeah. There you got it. Oh, now you can swing him, right?
Yeah, we'll
Look how cool they look, though. Now, he was way out here.
Yeah, they look so cool in the water.
He was way out off the bank, too. All right, that's a good sign. You got him?
Yeah.
Nicely done. Now, I want to point out, guys, we still haven't moved the boat 200 yards from where we started.